Okay guys, now I've picked ultra low latency. So alright guys, now picked ultra low latency, so I think it should work fine. The stream should be fine now. I'll just check if it's working right and whatnot. But yeah, I think perfect. Is it the video? Is it the audio? I'm not entirely sure. Tell me guys. Hey guys, what's up? Anyone that's new here, we're going to be starting the class soon. We're just doing a stream check, stream health check. Now it's good, perfect. Is the video smooth as well? I think it should be because I've picked the lowest option now. It's good now, both are fine. Amazing, perfect guys. Let's get this started. Now I'm excited, really excited. Okay, so let's just go back to starting it from the beginning, okay? Because it doesn't make sense for me to just like start midway. But guys, welcome to day 2 of the grammar class. We're going to get right into the lesson. We're going to do some revision before we start about what we're going to do today, and we will just basically revise whatever we did yesterday, and then we'll get right into the lesson. If you want to know more about me, you can watch yesterday's stream, because in the yesterday's stream I already covered everything, that who I am, why you should learn from me and whatnot. So I think it's fun. You should always go and like check that out. So yeah, main goal for our grammar class is to improve our spoken English fluency, right? So we are understanding the tenses, and we're understanding the syntax, and we're understanding the grammar, so that we can get used to it, and then we can start thinking in the language, so that whenever we're basically using the language, the entire process becomes very streamlined and whatnot. So what we'll cover in the 4 days: parts of speech, inflection, syntax, special guests, and resources. I'm also going to give you guys a very special announcement towards the end. I have my first guest confirmed, and you guys are going to be in for a treat, because that person is a sales enigma. So it's going to be super fun tomorrow. But yeah, like coming back to, we've already covered parts of speech yesterday, so I'm not going to do a recap on that. So feel free to go ahead and watch the part 1 of the day 1 of the workshop, so that you can actually get an idea of if it was right or not, or whatever these things are. And then we'll just focus on the conjugation and inflection, and I'm just gonna do a stream check one more time, just to like be on the safe side that we are still working, because on my phone it doesn't show that it's working. Funny. Wait, what? Please tell me it didn't drop. Did the stream drop, guys? On my phone I can't see it. Just coming to confirm. Please check the video resolution. No, it's working fine. My internet is working like, dude, I can't, it's so weird, I can't see it on my phone, but it's working fine here, which is, please check the video resolution. Okay, wait, no, I think it dropped for a minute there. Did it drop? It is perfect, all good. Okay, thank you guys, thank you. I was just trying to check if it's working or not, and I couldn't find out. But yeah, let's just move on to the lesson then. Now it's working on my phone. Awesome, cool. Okay, so the point is, we've already covered parts of speech in the yesterday's video, so you can go back to watching that video. It's already on the channel. And then inflection, syntax, special guests, and resources are what we're going to cover. So like towards the end of the 4th day, I'll give you guys a lot of resources that you can use, so that you can practice grammar on your own, and you can also like learn to become more fluent. Like the entire resources list is probably also going to include like a lot of movies that you can watch to like really further your communication and vocabulary as well. So but I'm really excited for tomorrow, because I'm going to give you guys an announcement of who the special guest is coming on tomorrow, and it's like really going to be something tomorrow. But yeah, today's session, parts of speech, no tenses. Dude, this is from the yesterday slide, I'm sorry. But yeah, The tenses that we covered yesterday were the present simple, the present continuous, past simple, past continuous, future simple, and future continuous. So if you have doubt in that, just feel free to go and watch the entire video from yesterday, but I will also give you a quick recap because I didn't explain what I was trying to explain yesterday using a timeline, and I was able to find and create a timeline for you guys today, because today we'll be learning about present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. And the reason why these tenses I'm really going to focus on is because they are the most common erroneous when it comes to communicating and grammatical errors, because rest of the tenses are really easy, but present perfect, past perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous is really tricky, and future perfect and future perfect continuous is so rarely used that it doesn't really matter, but it always pays to know well. So I even have the chat today, so it's really fun. I think I can just type using my phone here. Hey guys, I think I can read the chat today. So if I ask you guys questions, I think I'll be able to watch it in real time. So it should be fun. But yeah, let's move on to the recap from day 1. So we're going to revise what we did yesterday in 2 or 3 minutes. So remember, I was talking about a timeline yesterday, right? That whatever happens in the now. Just yesterday you told us to share your past experience. Thank you so much for reminding that, Piyush OP in the chat, guys. Piyush OP in the chat, dude, thanks. I actually forgot about it because the stream thing wasn't working, so I completely forgot. But yeah, so let's start. All right, thanks Ayush. All right, so the thing is that, okay, 2 reasons why I have impeccable communications today. So it's a really funny story, but the thing that started my communication journey, or thing that sparked my curiosity that I have to be better at English, was a very stupid incident that happened in my house, right? A very stupid incident that happened. So I was 13 or 12, I think, and I was just fighting with my mom about something. We were arguing, and when you're growing up, you're always throwing tantrums and whatnot, right? So it was one of those moments that I was just throwing a tantrum, and my elder brother was there. My cousin brother was there, right? And he knew that I'm just acting out because I'm growing up, so he slapped me and he taunted me. 2 शब्द अंग्रेजी में बोल नहीं सकता, यहाँ पे जुबान लड़ा रहा है, एंड वो बात मेरे जहन में बैठ गई. सो दैट वाज द फर्स्ट इंसिडेंट इन माय लाइफ दैट वाज लाइक ओके, इंग्लिश बोलने से ना लोगों को दिखा सकते हो तुम, एंड व्हाट नॉट. एंड देन द सेकंड ट्रिगर, द अल्टीमेट ट्रिगर दैट मोस्ट पीपल हैव इन देयर लाइफ टू स्टार्ट देयर ओन सेल्फ ग्रोथ जर्नी वाज, I think I was 15 or 16, and I was really infatuated by a girl who was super sophisticated, and वो सिर्फ इंग्लिश में बात करती थी, and मेरे को इंग्लिश का ई नहीं आता था, and it was just that thing that I wanted to impress her, so I started really bettering myself. So the idea that I'm trying to draw here is that, see, I also come from a family where we're all educated, but we're not talking in English all the time. So all those people that talk about, oh, you need to come from a certain environment, oh, you need to come from tier 1 school. I went to tier 2 or tier 3 school. I'll call it tier 3 school, right? So I didn't come from the best school, I didn't come from the the most sophisticated family, but yet I'm able to communicate in a way that's excellent to a lot of people. So if it's possible for me, it's also possible for you, provided you just stay focused and do whatever you need to do, right? So I think that was the story, and yeah, I'll just get back to the lesson. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'll just type, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Awesome. So let's just continue with the lesson today, guys. And so we're talking about the timeline, right? So yesterday we covered 6 tenses: simple present, past present, simple past, simple future, then present continuous, past continuous, and future continuous, right? So let's look at the present first. So I play the guitar, I am playing the guitar. See, whenever we're talking about the continuous, okay, I've used the horizontal lines to illustrate my point. The continuous tense is used when we're talking about something or doing something for a period in time, okay? So just look at the timeline. Let's look at, I was playing the guitar. So the blue line that you can see that's drawn on my Mac represents a certain time that was spent doing the activity, which is playing the guitar. Playing is the verb here, right? So whenever we are basically focusing on doing a task for a certain period, right, we use continuous. So that's exactly what's represented in the timeline with the blue sentence there, that like I was playing the guitar for a period of time. That's why we're using continuous form. But we've also used one single event where like we basically just crossed the timeline with just one red line, and that one red line represents a single event. I played the guitar. One event, I played the guitar. Continuous event, I was playing the guitar. Same thing you can see in present as well. I play the guitar, it's basically just like represented by the, I forgot its name, dude. Yeah, like the pin, and the I'm playing the guitar timeline is represented with yellow. And same thing happens in the future as well. I will play the guitar, an event, versus I will be playing the guitar, which is a timeline again. So we're going to be using this timeline to explain the perfect and perfect continuous, which is the trickiest in tenses. But trust me, after today, you're going to go home, you'll be able to understand pretty much every sentence and every tense out there. So let's start simple and continuous tenses. So I've basically just tried to illustrate, but I forgot that I actually added a timeline after every note. But yeah, I was basically going to illustrate the idea that I just illustrated, that the blue sentence, the blue line represents I was playing the guitar, right? Because that's really important. So we were basically going to say I'm playing the guitar, you are playing the guitar. You can watch the yesterday's video and just associate the timeline, and I'll just give you guys, I'll just take the screenshots from today's lesson as well, and I'll include this timeline in the notes that I'm going to be sending you guys. So past continuous, future simple, all of this we've already covered yesterday. So let's move on to the perfect and perfect continuous tenses. So before I start this, let me do another stream check. Is it working okay? I hope it is. Spam F's in the chat if it's working fine. Okay, I should be getting some S soon. Everyone give him thumbs up. Thanks, Piyush. F. Awesome. Amazing. So we can move on to the perfect and perfect continuous tenses now. See, so this again is our timeline that we're going to be using very significantly, right? So present perfect, the use case for present perfect is when we're talking about certain experiences and also talking about recent events, right? Now the important aspect here is that time is always kept very ambiguous. It's kept ambiguous because I'll give you an example very soon. So मैं मेट्रो में घूम रहा था, राइट? आई वाज जस्ट ट्रैवलिंग अराउंड एंड एकदम से मेरा वॉलेट खो गया. शिट, आई हैव लॉस्ट माय वॉलेट, राइट? When is not so important because the emergency is on I have lost my wallet, right? And then again, I have traveled to Australia once. Now why are we using this? Because see, the activity that happened was in the past, but since I'm not dead yet, we can't say that this is the only time I'm going to travel in the past. But I will also convert this in simple past to give you guys an example. So let's just cover the grammar portion first. So the structure for these sort of sentences is subject plus have or has. Have is I have, you have, they have, we have, and he, she, it is the only form of subject that has, right? So and plus verb 3, which is past participle. To give you guys an example, lose, lost is again the participle form as well. And to give you guys an irregular verb, the police alert 100% data use. I think the stream should be fine because I have more data, but yeah, I'm just going to type F to see if it's still working. But yeah, the point is, so the police have caught the thief, right? That's also an incident that happened. It's something that happened in the past, but it's still continuing to happen. And the importance here is that it is an event. It's one thing. It's not a continuous action, because the police have caught the thief. एक ही बार पकड़ा ना, ऐसा थोड़ी कि they're catching the thief. Catching the thief के लिए अलग चीज़ आएगी, वो भी हम बात करेंगे. But the police have caught the thief. So past perfect हम तब यूज़ करते हैं जब हम एक इवेंट की बात करें जो कि necessarily नहीं है कि वो ख़त्म हो गया, right? Like the timeline, it's still a possibility that can repeat itself, but it's still just an event. So I finished the assignment. The government has banned PUBG. The market has crashed. We have seen 4 movies this week. They have cheated in the game. We have seen 4 movies in this week is 4 movies this week is use the sentence here because like जरूरी थोड़ी like time is ambiguous, right? Wednesday भी तो हो सकता है, Thursday भी तो हो सकता है, 3 दिन और है. We can make this 4, 5 or 6. That's why we're using perfect here. But again, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'll just give you guys the example of how perfect, present perfect also quickly becomes simple past if we just add the time to it. I have lost my wallet is present perfect right now, and we're illustrating the example कि मेरा wallet खो गया, right? But if I add the specificness, if I add specificity to this, it's going to become I lost my wallet in the metro. Because now we know कि ये चीज़ definitely past में हुई थी, right? Again, I have traveled to Australia once. I traveled to Australia in December. Specificity, it becomes simple past. Example अभी भी दोनों सेम चीज़ है, like line अभी भी दोनों सेम से, मतलब भी almost same ही है, like it doesn't really make too much difference in terms of spoken English aspect. But by how can we convert two tenses and like model them together is again something that we're just basically learning here. So police have caught the thief. The police caught the thief this morning, right? So that's also the same thing. So I have finished the assignment. I finished the assignment 10 minutes ago, right? This is an example of simple past. Government has banned PUBG. Government banned PUBG on Monday. The market has crashed. Market crashed this morning. Again, you know, like we're implying and we're giving the information कि अभी afternoon हो रही है, रात हो रही है, जो भी. We have seen 4 movies this week. We saw 4 movies last week. Because now we're implying that the week is over, so it has to happen in the past. They have cheated in the game. They cheated in the game. Same thing, right? So hope that bit is clear. And then let's move on to the present perfect continuous. So present perfect continuous का use case क्या है? It's used to demonstrate actions that started in the past are still continuing. So the difference between past perfect and perfect continuous is कि actions जो हो रहे हैं they're happening over a period of time versus it's an event. अभी तक हमने जितने भी एग्जाम्पल्स डिस्कस किए थे यहाँ पे, आई हैव लॉस्ट माई वॉलेट, आई हैव ट्रैवल टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया वंस, पुलिस हैव कॉट द थीफ, दे वर ऑल इंसिडेंट्स. एक बार हो रहा था, राइट? वो एक ही बार हुआ एंड खत्म हो गया. एंड यहाँ पे हम वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट कंटिन्यूस एक्शंस, जो एक्शंस कंसिस्टेंटली हो रहे हैं. टू गिव यू गाइस एन एग्जांपल, आई हैव बीन रीडिंग बुक्स फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम. ठीक है, मैं बहुत टाइम से पढ़ता आ रहा हूँ. Dude, I'm not sure if the अनुवाद is correct because मेरी हिंदी बहुत खराब है, but yeah, the example still nonetheless is very correct. Like I'm really doubtful when it comes to, you know, like doing the संवाद thing from English to Hindi because मैं English में ही सोचता हूँ and everything, and you know, like that's our core goal. That's our core goal to have that, you know, like whenever we basically do it, we get to a point where we're thinking in English and we're not trying to translate. But as a beginner and as someone that's starting out, if you're not someone that thinks in English and you actively translate, that's a great idea to start with. Because see, if you're translating right now, the more you translate, the better you get at translation, and it's going to get to a point where translation happens अपने आप ही and तुम्हें सोचना भी नहीं पड़ता, and there's no delay in your thought process. So that's where we're going to get to. So present perfect is used for actions that started in the past and are still continuing. To give you an example, I have been reading books for a long time. अब मैंने पढ़ना स्टार्ट कब किया था? मैंने पढ़ना स्टार्ट 3 साल पहले किया था, बट मैं अभी भी तो कर ही रहा हूँ ना. So I'm still doing it. So it started in the past. मैंने 3 साल पहले पढ़ना शुरू किया था, बट मैं आज तक भी पढ़ता हूँ. So I have been reading books for a long time, right? And that's where, and this is one of the most commonly used टेंस, बिकॉज हम बहुत ज़्यादा जब भी एक्सपीरियंसेस के बारे में बात कर रहे होते हैं, कुछ इवेंट्स होते हैं जो कि पास्ट में हो जाते हैं, वो पास्ट के अंदर चला जाता है. बट अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स वी स्टार्टेड डूइंग इन द पास्ट, बट वी आर स्टिल डूइंग दैट, राइट? सो दिस इज वन ऑफ दोस टेंस दैट्स गोइंग टू बी यूज्ड very frequently. So let's take another example. I have been traveling the world ever since I was 18. Now this sentence is giving you information कि जिसने भी ये बात बोली है ना, वो 18 से ज़्यादा है and उसने 18 पे स्टार्ट किया था, right? So that's why we're using present perfect continuous here. The police have been searching for the culprit since the robbery. अब ये सेंटेंस बहुत सही है, because the point is that यहाँ पे हमने एक बहुत definitive timeline अपने आप इंसिडेंट से ही क्रिएट किया है कि रॉबरी हुई थी पास्ट में, रॉबरी जब से हुई है तब से पुलिस उस इंसान को ढूंढ रही है. सो टू गिव यू गाइज एन एग्जाम्पल, if I go back, I can basically just add a text here saying robbery, and then it makes sense because when robbery happened, right, that was the incident that triggered the search, and then it's been on, like the police have been searching for the culprit since the robbery happened in the past and अभी present हो चुका है, but अभी भी पुलिस ढूंढ रही है. So I've been working on the assignment since morning. That means, you know, like अभी afternoon या फिर night चल रही है, and you know, like it's basically that, and it's one of those sentences that's really used very frequently. So let's move on to the past perfect, and this is where things are going to get really interesting, like really interesting. So the use case for past perfect is that we use past perfect to explain two incidents that happened simultaneously, और हमें टाइमलाइन डिसाइड करनी है कि भाई कौन सी चीज़ पहले हुई थी. ठीक है. सो ब्लू लाइन एक सेंटेंस रिप्रेजेंट करती है जो कि पहले हुआ था इंसिडेंट टाइमलाइन के हिसाब से. ये वाला घटना पहले घटी थी, और वो जो बाद में घटी है घटना वो बाद में घटी है, और हमें एक सेंटेंस में ये बात बोलनी है, और हम कैसे बोलेंगे. राइट. अभी अनुवाद करते हैं. इसका अनुवाद होगा, डूड मैंने पहले अनुवाद को संवाद बोला था. शिट. जस्ट गिव्स यू गाइस एन आइडिया दैट यू नो लाइक आई एम सच अ नूब इन हिंदी. Wait. Oh, dude, Kirti just said your anuvad is correct. Dude, yeah, but I said samvad earlier, so LMAO, samvad. Let's hit samvad in the chat. It's going to be funny. But anyway, I said translation is communication in Hindi. Anuvad ko samvad bana diya. Funny. But yeah, anyway, so the point that I'm getting to is the structure for these sort of sentences is subject plus had plus verb, and let's just deal with the examples because examples से ही ये चीज़ समझ आएगी. So imagine करो कि तुम एक एग्जाम लिखने जाना था, तुम कॉलेज में हो या फिर तुम स्कूल में हो, और तुम्हें स्कूल पहुंचना था, तुम्हारा एग्जाम स्टार्ट होना था 9 बजे, और तुम पहुंचे 9:10 में. ठीक है. और तुम्हारा एग्जाम खत्म हो गया. अब तुम शाम को दोस्तों के साथ चिल कर रहे हो बैठ के कि यार पता है आज एग्जाम था, मैं ना एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में लेट पहुंचा, और जब मैं मतलब लेट पहुंचा का मतलब तो यही है ना कि लाइक जब मैं पहुंचा एग्जाम ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हो चुका था. तो अगर तुम एक सिंपल सेंटेंस बनाना है, आई रीच द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल एट 9:10 एंड द एग्जामिनेशन स्टार्टेड एट 9. नाउ यू आर इलस्ट्रेटिंग द सेम एग्जाम्पल, बट एक प्रॉपर टेंस है सिर्फ और सिर्फ इसी चीज़ के बारे में बात करने के लिए. जब हम दो पास्ट टेंस के अंदर इवेंट्स की बात करते हैं, वी बेसिकली यूज द पास्ट परफेक्ट कि हम टाइमलाइन डिसाइड कर पाएंगे कि भाई कौन सा इवेंट पहले हुआ था, कौन सा इवेंट बाद में हुआ था. और अब सेंटेंस का एग्जांपल देखते हैं. व्हेन आई रीच द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल, द एग्जाम हैड ऑलरेडी बिगन. दिस सेंटेंस सम्स अप द आइडिया दैट एग्जाम स्टार्टेड पहले और मैं बाद में पहुंचा था. सो बाय द टाइम आई रीच द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल, एग्जाम ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हो चुका था. सो इट्स बेसिक दिस इज द स्पेसिफिक यूज केस फॉर दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ tense, and this is the only time this sort of tense is used because we're talking about two incidents that happened in the past, and अब हम उन events का relationship बताने के लिए perfect use कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमें ये चीज़ establish करनी पड़ेगी कि पहले क्या चीज़ हुई थी, क्योंकि अगर हम establish नहीं करेंगे तो दोनों चीज़ें साथ कैसे हो सकती हैं. right? We lose the meaning. जो भी हम बात बोलना चाह रहे हैं वो खो जाएगी. So second sentence is before I reached the bank had been robbed. अब मैं घर से निकला था बैंक जाने के लिए, बट मेरे वहाँ पे पहुँचने से पहले बैंक के अंदर रॉबरी हो गई थी. सो बिफोर आई रीच द बैंक हैड बीन रॉब्ड. देन अब थोड़ा फनी एग्जांपल, आई आस्क्ड हर आउट फॉर अ डेट बट शी हैड ऑलरेडी गॉटन हरसेल्फ अ बॉयफ्रेंड. राइट. द पॉइंट हियर इज गाइज वर्ब 3 जो पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म है वो यूज होती है. ठीक है. लॉट ऑफ द टाइम्स इट्स रियली रेगुलर, लॉट ऑफ द टाइम्स इट्स इरेगुलर वर्ब्स की मैं तुम्हें एक लिस्ट भेजूंगा टुवर्ड्स द एंड इन द रिसोर्सेज सेक्शन. सो यू विल हैव टू देखो, irregular verbs are those verbs that you'll have to figure out. You'll have to, you know, like get used to them, and they're not too many. मतलब 50 से 100 words ही हैं irregular जो consistently use होते हैं. अगर तुम उनको ध्यान रख रहे हो तो you know like you'll be able to understand pretty much everything. For example, do, it becomes something else. Get, gets, got, gotten, right? So on and so forth. So last example for the same is I wanted to apply for the admin contest, but the deadline had already been passed. So मेरे को past के incident के अंदर I wanted to apply for the admin contest, but then I couldn't because उसकी deadline already बुझा चुकी थी. So मेरी चाहने, मैंने admin contest के अंदर apply करने, dude I can't translate, I'm sorry, but मैं कहना चाह रहा था कि मेरी चाहत admin contest में apply करने की डेडलाइन क्रॉस होने के बाद आई. सो उस सेंटेंस को अगर तुम्हें पता हो ना, so I wanted to apply for the admin contest but the deadline had already passed. I think we can actually make memes out of my translation in Hindi. But yeah, if you guys agree, then you can like just say yes, or you can like type emojis, just like laugh and like make fun of me, because I genuinely think I'm hilarious when it comes to like translating in my head in Hindi, क्योंकि मेरे को समझ ही नहीं आता. चाहे ओपी सी एवरीवन, मैं एडमिन कॉन्टेस्ट में अप्लाई करना चाहता था बट डेडलाइन निकल गई. थैंक यू सो मच शौर्य, यू आर सच अ जेम डूड, like such a gem, because I didn't understand past participle का example. Dude, like, so past participle is a verb form, right? So to give you guys an example, I finish my homework, I finished my homework, and finished again is the past participle form of the verb to finish. So it's basically just a verb form. इसके लिए notes दे दूंगा, because like most of the regular ones are really easy, and the problem comes usually with the irregular ones. For example, catch, caught, caught, right? Catch does not become catched, right? The usual pronunciation is V1 के अंदर ed लगा दो and चल जाएगा तुम्हारा. For example, like का liked हो जाता है, ठीक है? पार्टी का partied हो जाता है, right? Kick का kicked हो जाता है, punch का punched हो जाता है. But there are irregular verbs. Irregular verbs is where the problem starts. Catch का caught हो जाता है, right? So it's one of those things. Irregular verbs के लिए list भेजूंगा towards the end, 50 याद कर लेना, and just get used to them, because like it is what it is. Like उसके लिए हर एक बंदा बोलता है कि dude irregular verbs, and irregular verbs सिर्फ English नहीं, बहुत सारी अलग अलग languages में भी होते हैं. So it is what it is. It, like irregular verbs का ही game है guys. Like अगर वो हम ठीक कर लें तो ठीक हो ही जाएगा. You look young, you ain't. I'm sorry guys, I got a notification and that notification caught my eye. Samay Seema is deadline. Dude, I didn't know that, man. Thanks. Change your name to Coffee Tanya. Rahul, by the way, towards the end, I want to have a conversation with you, man. Like you said yesterday that, like the rim guys aren't friendly. And I was like, I read that and I wanted to ask you, like, if there's, like someone that's not been inclusive to you because you can't communicate अच्छे से, just tell me. I'll see what we can do about it, because that's not something that like I want Rim to be known for. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing, guys. अगर किसी को questions है तो you can ask, you can send me the questions today. I'll probably be able to answer it because I can actually see the chat today, because like things are working fine. So coming to the next point, so past perfect continuous. Okay, so we've already we're already through with past perfect. Past perfect is used to explain the relationship of two incidents that happened in the past. कौन सा पहले हुआ था, कौन सा बाद में हुआ था. Similarly, when we move to the past perfect continuous, we understand कि okay, the use case for these is explaining two events of the past where one of them was a continuous action, and जो continuous action था वो वाला incident था जो पहले start हुआ था. अब example से समझना, स्ट्रक्चर समझ लेते पहले. सब्जेक्ट प्लस हैड बीन प्लस वर्ब की आईएनजी फॉर्म, जैसे लाइक कंटिन्यूस में यूज होता है ना, बस बेसिकली उसकी जगह हैज की जगह परफेक्ट के अंदर हमने हैड बीन पास्ट वाला कर दिया, और बाकी सारी की सारी चीज़ें सेम है. टू सॉरी मैंने माइक हिट किया, हम सॉरी अगर बहुत तेज आवाज़ आई तो उससे. बट हाँ, सो एग्जाम्पल्स पे आते हैं. आई फेल्ट रियली टायर्ड. अब टायर में बाद में हुआ हूँ, टायर इज द सेकेंड इवेंट हियर, क्योंकि थका मैं बाद में हूँ. बट मैं थका क्यों था? बिकॉज आई हैड बीन वर्किंग आउट ऑल डे. अब मैं पूरे दिन, मतलब सुबह मैंने काम करना स्टार्ट किया था, मैंने कसरत करनी शुरू करी, शाम तक मैं थक गया, राइट. अगर अब मैं रात को 8 बजे इस चीज़ के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ कि मैंने 12 बजे काम करना शुरू किया था और मैं 5 बजे तक काम कर रहा था, और 8 बजे मैं 5 बजे मैं थक चुका था, और 8 बजे अपने दोस्त को मैं ये चीज़ बता रहा हूँ कि डूड मैंने 12 बजे मेहनत करनी शुरू करी, बाय गॉड 5 बजे तक मैं इतना थक गया था कि बस मत पूछ, और फिर अभी बस मैं अपना दुखड़ा रो रहा हूँ तेरे सामने क्योंकि मेरे को वैलिडेशन चाहिए जो भी, राइट. सो दैट्स द इंटायर यूज केस ऑफ past perfect continuous. Not seeking validation, guys, but to talk about two incidents where one incident was a continuous action. So I felt really tired because I had been working out all day. Virat Kohli was offered the best captain title because India had been dominating the series. अब इस सेंटेंस के अंदर एक चीज implied है कि इंडिया डोमिनेट इसलिए कर रही थी क्योंकि विराट कोहली कैप्टन है, right? So it's one of those things that's just implied. Then they got married last week, but they had been seeing each other for a long time. अब seeing is यहाँ पे as a synonym for relationship. Like वो साथ में relationship में थे काफी टाइम तक. we got selected for the competition because we had been working really hard. अब सेलेक्ट हम बाद में हुए हैं, मेहनत हमने पहले स्टार्ट की थी और मेहनत हम कंटिन्यूसली कंसिस्टेंटली कर रहे थे. वी हैव बीन वर्किंग हार्ड. सो दैट्स द पॉइंट हियर. एंड देन फ्यूचर परफेक्ट गाइस. सो फ्यूचर परफेक्ट के अंदर अब फ्यूचर परफेक्ट एंड फ्यूचर कंटिन्यूस साथ में समझाने की कोशिश करूंगा, राइट? बिकॉज इसका यूज केस बहुत लिमिटेड है. लाइक दिस इज द लीस्ट यूज टेंसेज. लाइक जितने 12 टेंस हैं उनमें से सबसे ज़्यादा कम यूज़ यही दोनों होते हैं. मतलब बाकी 10 फ्रीक्वेंटली यूज होता है. तुम जो भी एग्जाम्पल बात करने की कोशिश करते हो, यू नो, लाइक रेगुलरली यूज. बट फ्यूचर परफेक्ट एंड फ्यूचर परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस आर 2 टेंसेज दैट आर द लीस्ट यूज टेंसेज इन द एंटायर इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. द रीजन फॉर दैट इज क्योंकि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 2 इवेंट्स या फिर 2 इंसिडेंट्स दैट आर गोइंग टू हैपन इन द फ्यूचर एंड ऑल्सो गोइंग टू एंड इन द फ्यूचर, राइट? अब एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ कैसे. सो एग्जाम्पल देख समझते हैं. यूज केसेस एक्सप्लेनिंग 2 इंसिडेंट्स दैट स्टार्ट एंड एंड इन द फ्यूचर. स्ट्रक्चर इज सब्जेक्ट प्लस विल हैव प्लस वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म. इट्स पार्टिसिपल अगेन. समझाता हूँ क्यों. सो एग्जाम्पल इज आई विल स्टार्ट सेविंग $100 every month so that by next year I will have saved $1,200. Had been working out all day. Dude, had been working out all day. कहाँ से आया? Shit. Sorry guys, wait one sec. I will have saved $1,200. Sorry, मैंने कॉपी पेस्ट किया होगा. I didn't proof check. Things happen guys, कोई बात नहीं. I will start. Okay, see, मेरा इस साल का गोल है कि मेरे को पैसे जोड़ने स्टार्ट करने हैं और मैं अगले हफ्ते से पैसे जोड़ने स्टार्ट करूंगा और अगले साल तक मेरे पास इतने पैसे जुड़ जाएंगे, राइट? दैट्स द पॉइंट. सो आई विल स्टार्ट सेविंग $100 every month. ये चीज़ अभी मैं अगले हफ्ते से स्टार्ट करने वाला और 1 साल बाद क्योंकि मैं हर महीने $100 जोड़ रहा हूँ, मेरे पास इतने पैसे जुड़ चुके होंगे, राइट? ये फॉर्म ऑफ सेंटेंस वो वाला सेंटेंस है जो कि लोग यूज नहीं करते. मतलब लाइक तुम बोलते हुए भी डूड मेरे को नहीं याद कि मैंने ऐसी चीज़ के बारे में क्यों बात की होगी, क्योंकि whenever you're talking about, you know, like plans and your goals and your ambition, then you're talking about ideas as well. तुम कभी ये नहीं बोलते कि dude we are going to start doing this and by this time we will have achieved this and this, right? ये forecasting वाली चीज़ है और forecasting usually most conversations के अंदर नहीं होती, तो it's very limited use. But this is the entire agenda. We're still talking about 2 events, right? We're still talking about the relationship of 2 events. I'm going to start doing X action जो कि रेड से दिख रहा है. I will start saving $100 every month और 1 साल बाद Y इवेंट होगा कि मेरे पास इतने पैसे जुड़ चुके होंगे, which is by the next year I will have saved $1,200. ठीक है. अब सेम एग्जाम्पल तुम कंटिन्यूस के अंदर लेने की कोशिश करो. हमने अभी तक क्या चीज़ बताई है कि परफेक्ट कब यूज होता है? जब हम 2 इंसिडेंट्स का रिलेशन बताने की कोशिश करते हैं. और कंटिन्यूस तब यूज होता है, परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस तब यूज होता है जब हम 2 इंसिडेंट्स को एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और एक कंसिस्टेंट एक्शन है, कंटिन्यूस एक्शन है, राइट? सो बाय नेक्स्ट ईयर आई विल हैव बीन सेविंग $100 मंथ ओवर मंथ. क्योंकि पॉइंट इज जब हम 1 साल बाद देख रहे हैं तो हम कंसिस्टेंट बेसिस पे क्या एक्शन कर रहे हैं? आई हैव बीन सेविंग मनी. सो अगर अब तुम फ्यूचर से पास्ट को इमेजिन करने की कोशिश करोगे तो यू विल से आई हैव बीन सेविंग मनी month over month. So that's why we're using I will have. So अभी हम फ्यूचर में जाके पास्ट की बात कर रहे हैं, but we're still talking about the future. Now I know ये इंटरस्टेलर का एपिसोड बन गया है, but just you know like bear with me. So blue line represent 1 साल बाद, रेड लाइन रिप्रेजेंट 1 हफ्ते बाद, राइट? अभी हम जहाँ पे बैठे हम अभी दोनों इंसिडेंट्स को फ्यूचर में ही देख रहे हैं. So that's why this sentence makes sense. By next year I will have been saving $100 month over month. अब इन दोनों का यूज केस बहुत लिमिटेड है, so don't worry about it. अगर तुम्हें नहीं भी समझ आया फिर सर के ऊपर से गया या फिर लाइक यूज टू होना पड़ेगा, ये बहुत लिमिटेड यूज वाली चीज़ है. सो लाइक इट्स नॉट दैट सीरियस. समस्या इज डेडलाइन. आई होप यू गॉट टू नो यू पार्टीड टुडे. अच्छा, आई वाज जोकिंग. You got, oh okay, that's amazing, Rahul, that you were joking, because I was genuinely, you know, like concerned कि like someone's being partial or something like that. You got to know late and got desire late, whereas deadline has dead earlier. Okay, LMAO, it's echoing a bit. XXX, sorry, it's a grammar class, dude. Message retracted by Sandeep Khanda. And then Kataria, sorry bro, I was checking shift enter and this happened. Alright, I think everything's working fine. So let's just move on to the next thing, which is subject-verb agreement. We're going to discuss one rule and then I'll make an announcement, which is super awesome, guys. So rule 1 is singular nouns go with singular verbs and plural nouns go with plural verbs, right? So what do I mean by that? So monkey eats, monkeys eat. right? This is a very straightforward rule. So monkey is a singular noun, and the verb की singular form is a simple verb plus s. So all verbs get s slash es added to the conjugation to fit this rule in present, right? So monkey eats, monkeys eat, I eat, you eat, they eat, we all eat. And the point is that ses gets added only to the he, she, it form. So like singular third person, that's the only place it happens. So he, she, it singular, and we and they plural. सिंगुलर के अंदर हम एस लगाते हैं, दैट्स लाइक अ वर्बल रूल. बट आई एंड यू के अंदर हम नहीं लगाते हैं. आई यू को हम प्लूरल ट्रीट करते हैं. कोई मुझे रीजन देगा क्यों? लेट्स सी. कैन समवन एक्सप्लेन इट टू मी और समवन गेस? कैन समवन टेल मी एंड मेक अ गेस? एक ही नारा हो, सिर्फ चाय ही हो. थैंक्स डूड. But yeah, dude, can someone tell me why I and you is treated as plural? Okay, chalo, I to like is an exception. Why is you treated as plural? Great work, Chai. Thanks, Milind. Can someone tell me why you is plural? Alright, so the reason why, okay, repeat the question please. Sure or no, time is out. You should have been paying attention, not fair. But the point is that you is treated as plural because when I'm talking to you, and you like, so one-on-one, if I'm talking to someone, I'll still be addressing them as you. But since I'm talking to like 26 people, even now I'm addressing you guys as you, right? So you in itself is like a plural nature. So you can use you for a single person, you can also use you for 100,000 people. That's why you is treated as plural. So this is one of those rules that you just have to understand. And the reason why I'm explaining this rule is this is one of the most frequent mistakes that you get, right? Especially in the sentence structure, that ses वाली गड़बड़ बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, especially when we include the does and the negation. अब negation के अंदर आते हैं because that's where the most mistakes happens. Most mistakes happen. Sorry. You is both singular and plural. Exactly. Someone said it. Beast gamer. Awesome. Good job, Arpit. So the monkey doesn't eat banana. Okay, so this is where we're basically, like taking the first step in the negation. Okay, so the monkey doesn't eat banana, right? So we never, okay, so this is one of the most frequent mistakes in English language. Most people make it if they are not thorough with grammar. And the mistake they make is, so I'll just edit the sentence, okay? So this is a very frequent mistake. I'll make it capital. The monkey doesn't eats bananas, right? And the reason behind that is like लोग बोलते हैं कि dude singular के साथ plural verb जाता है, तो singular जब monkey singular है तो हम plural वहाँ पे verb क्यों नहीं use करेंगे? क्योंकि does is an auxiliary verb, right? So like verb के अंदर like eat है ना verb यहाँ पे, तो verb के ऊपर क्यों नहीं आ रहा? The reason why is क्योंकि हमने auxiliary verb के ऊपर जो कि does है यहाँ पे, negation के साथ हमेशा auxiliary verb आता है, हमने क्योंकि वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी es घुसा दिया है, देख रहे हो, there is already an es here. I'm going to make it capital. That's why we never use it here, right? That is the reason why. And like to give you guys an example, even in the main chat in Avalon, someone like pointed this out to me that like grammar doesn't really help you, and there was a huge message by this person, and I corrected his grammar, and he was also making this very frequently made mistake. So I genuinely encourage you guys to not make this mistake. Present के अंदर सिंगुलर नाउन के साथ सिंगुलर वर्ब आता है. सिंगुलर नाउन तुम्हें पता है कैसे काम करता है, ठीक है? मंकी, और प्लूरल इसका मंकीज हो जाता है. वी जस्ट ऐड एंड रिवर्स इट. अब लाइक ये वाला लॉजिक भी समझो. सिंगुलर नाउन वर्ब के पीछे एस आता है सिंगुलर वर्ब के अंदर. प्लूरल के अंदर वर्ब नॉर्मल हो जाता है एंड जो नाउन है उसके पीछे एस लगा देते हैं. सो मंकी का मंकीज हो जाता है और ईट का ईट्स हो जाता है और ईट्स का ईट हो जाता है. सो इट्स अ वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड चीज़. लाइक अगर ये चीज़ एक बार तुम दिमाग में घुसा लो ना, दिल लाइक वाओ, सब कुछ बहुत ही आसान है. सो द मंकी डजंट ईट बनाना, द मंकीज डोंट ईट बनाना, राइट? दैट बॉय डजंट लाइक टू ड्रिंक मिल्क, दोज बॉयज डोंट लाइक टू ड्रिंक मिल्क. दिस कार डजंट गो फास्ट, दोज कार्स डोंट गो फास्ट. एंड यहाँ पे बस प्लूरल एंड नॉन प्लूरल के लाइक सिंगुलर के एग्जाम्पल हो रहे थे. एंड डज द मंकी ईट बनानास and do the monkeys eat bananas? And this is basically a line जहाँ पे मैंने ये वाली चीज़ illustrate करने के लिए ही लिखा था कि like if you want to do more examples, but I'm not going to do more examples. And I just got a high, oh okay, नहीं मेरी screen ही थी वो. Okay wait, yeah, 1 sec, repeat the question please. Okay, you is both singular and plural. What about I? You aren't joking, no. What am I not joking about, Shachi? Can you repeat that? But anyway, guys, so this is it for today. We've already covered all the tenses, so tomorrow we're going to do more rules from the सब्जेक्ट वर्ब अग्रीमेंट. आई थिंक जो आज वाला डज वाली जो चीज़ मैंने सिखाई है वो तुम्हें क्लियर हो जाएगी. ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है वो, तो जब एक ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब ऑलरेडी एस एस सी एस हम यूज़ कर चुके हैं तो हम कभी भी सिंगुलर के अंदर रिपीट नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है, ही शी इट थर्ड पर्सन में जब भी हम बात करते हैं बहुत ही कॉमनली मेड मिस्टेक है और हम ये मिस्टेक आज के बाद कभी नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है अर्पित ब्रो, अगर तू यहाँ पे है, कल तूने ये मिस्टेक की थी, हम ये मिस्टेक कभी नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है, ऑसम. सो कमिंग टू tomorrow we're going to do prepositional phrases in relative clauses. ठीक है, इसके अंदर थोड़ी बहुत मिस्टेक्स होती हैं वो कवर करेंगे. और उसके बाद I'll start with like communication tips tomorrow. Like we'll talk about the importance of communication and we'll also talk about how articulating your thoughts makes a huge difference in converting individuals. And there's going to be a special guest, guys. The special guest tomorrow, यहाँ पे अनाउंस करूँ या फिर एवलॉन में अनाउंस करूँ? पहले ये बताओ. राहुल, you're not the special guest. I like your confidence though. भाई बहुत ही अच्छा इंसान है, बढ़िया. बट या लाइक you're not the special guest here bro. बट या लाइक कोई गेस्ट करना चाहता है, उस बंदे का नाम एम से है, वो एवलॉन के अंदर बहुत बड़ा गेस्ट है एंड वरुण का बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है. ही इज़ एन अमेजिंग इंडिविजुअल. ही इज़ रियली कॉम्पिटेंट. वो बॉर्डर लाइन अमेजिंग इंसान है. बढ़िया. ओ अर्पित, on the money dude. Yes, we're going to have Mohit tomorrow here with us, guys. We're going to talk about how communication plays a huge role in sales, and you're also going to learn the basics of sales. So not only are you going to be learning grammar, improve your communication skills, you're also going to learn how to use those communication skills in a way that's going to help you influence people and sell things to them. Because देखो दुनिया में, ब्रह्मांड में, if there's one thing which is important, तुम्हारे कम्युनिकेशन, और उन कम्युनिकेशन का सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट यूज़ क्या है? सामने वाले को अपनी बात मनाना, विच इज़ सेल्स. सो टुमारो we're going to have Mohit and he is going to be here and he is going to take a session with you guys, and we're also going to have a dialogue. So we're going to be talking to each other while we stream it to you guys about the importance of communication, importance of sales, and what you guys can do to improve your competence, your communication skills and your sales skills. So final thoughts, guys. I hope you guys are excited to see Mohit, because like it's legit going to be like a huge event and like a huge thing, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of things. Ayush, conjugations we're going to do on okay, wait, yeah, I'll also include conjugations tomorrow. I'll just give you guys the notes and like teach you the rules for conjugating different verbs, and like you can know the rules for conjugating regular verbs, and like for irregular verbs there are no conjugation rules, but I'll cover all the conjugation rules tomorrow only. Thank you for reminding me about that. And also articles we will also going to cover tomorrow. Like I've already made a list of errors, like it's a part of the list of errors that I'm going to discuss on tomorrow or Sunday, because like I've made a huge list of all the mistakes people make, and we're going to cover all the mistakes, because if we stop making those mistakes our grammar rules will be perfect. So we're going to have Mohit tomorrow here. We're going to learn about sales, we're going to learn about communication. Tomorrow is going to be a big ass hell event, and I think it's going to be really fun and engaging. So this is my final thoughts, guys, and I will see you guys for a while in the Avalon community on the Discord somewhere. And you want to learn about models? Sure, all right, I'll make a note on that as well. Okay, and sign up, guys. There's a link in the Gmail, right? I'm just trying to collect all the mails so that whenever I send the notes out and the and all the resources out, they do reach you, because like all the things are like I'm working hard on the entire package, man. Like that's the only thing that's like you guys are going to be left with, except for the videos on this channel. So I'm just making sure that like I cover everything, and it's really nice and everything, and really helps you guys in doing whatever you want with the communication skills that you're trying to improve here. So yeah, if you're just signing up, please ping me on Instagram so I add you on the mailing list. My Instagram ID is @Chaitanya. So the entire idea is, I already have 260 emails that I'm going to be sending all those things to. So if you are signing up today, please leave me a message कि आपने sign up किया है, so that I have to basically like download that email and then upload it to the send mail list or whatever, and like it'll be streamlined and whatnot. So yeah, And value exchange, guys, show some support, hit the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'll keep bringing you guys valuable content. So subscribe kar do, like kar do, F's in the chat for all the hard work I'm putting on here. And I will see you guys tomorrow with Mohit, and tomorrow's session is going to be epic. So let's go. See ya, guys. I'm finally done with the session today, and itna sook gaya mera gala. I'm going to have a lot of water now. But yeah, it was really fun having you guys here. F's in the chat, and I will see you tomorrow. Until next time, guys, see you tomorrow, same time, 10 or 10:10. So let's go.